It is just a nightmare, right? You accidentally lock your keys in the car. Well, it becomes your worst nightmare when you realize your young baby is in the back seat. It is exactly what happened to one grandmother who immediately called 911 when she realized her granddaughter was trapped inside a sweltering hot car. This terrifying scenario unfolded in Atlanta, all of it captured on body camera video. Here's what happened.
She's been in there about a minute or two. I'm waiting on fire. I'm gonna go for it. Hey, you okay? You okay? You okay?
Right, I just tell them I put my keys on the seat and it automatically locks.
Door handles up front.
Right here on the side, you see my keys are right there. No, my car, you can't.
Okay.
Oh,
Hey, sweetie.
say hi.
You'll be fine.
Oh,
You got other things to do right now. You okay,
Yeah.
sweetie?
oh goodness.
You ain't hit her, did it?
No, oh, she good.
Oh, you can't imagine that moment. Joining me now, the officer in that video and grandma. Dorothy Cosby is with me on the phone, Atlanta police officer here, who is just, Andrew Gilcrease, who has just joined us. We really appreciate it, but I have to get to you, grandma, because I cannot imagine what it felt like to hold your baby girl in your arms after you had known she was in that sweltering hot car. What was that like?
It was just heart-wrenching. I mean, at that moment, all you can think of is that I want her out of this car, like, right now. And I knew that the car was hot because we had been in the store probably at least about 35 or 40 minutes already. So I knew the car was really, really hot, and I just wanted her out.
I mean, we're talking Atlanta heat in the summer, so that's why she's saying that, officer. I mean, you get there on the scene, you see this baby in the car. What's going through your mind?
Well, pretty much the same thing Mrs. Cosby was saying. We wanted to get her out of the car. Protecting that child's welfare was priority number one.
I saw you a little timid to break the glass because, of course, it could shatter and hit the little girl.
Absolutely. Yeah, we didn't want any shards to possibly ricochet or hit the infant, and we wanted to be delicate in how we handled the damage to the property as well.
And you were. Actually, Grandma, they are crediting you for handling all of this perfectly because you were able to act quickly. You called 911 immediately. Take me through how this all went down.
Well, once I came out of the store, I opened up the trunk to put my groceries in, and as always, I go around to open the door and help London get in her car seat. And once she was getting in her car seat, I was getting ready to strap her in, and I dropped my keys and my cell phone over into the passenger seat. So once I locked her in, I closed her door and then walked around the car. And once I got to my driver's side, the door was locked. And I raced back to the back door, and it was locked. So I'm running around the car just kind of frantically trying to open the doors, and all of the doors are locked. And I'm turning around, and I see a customer getting ready to walk up to go into the store. And I asked him if he could use his cell phone to call 911 because I had locked my keys, my grandbaby, up in the car. So he immediately dialed 911 for me. And as he was on the phone, we saw right after he hung up with the operator and she was saying they were on their way, we see an officer pull right up. And once he pulled up, he immediately got out of the car and began to assist us, and he didn't want to wait. We was trying to wait to see if the fire truck was going to get there, but he didn't want to waste any time because he also knew that the car was already just smoldering hot. So our both instinct was to let's just get her on out. And I was like, if you got to break the window, just break the window. I don't even care about the window right now.
Blow up the car, get that baby girl out. What was that wait like for you, Grandma?
It seemed like forever. Time just like, it's like what's taking so long. I'm kind of pacing back and forth, and he just took control. I'm so thankful that he was there in place, and he got there so fast. And he just took control and just did what needed to be done.
And actually, you weren't necessarily called specifically. You were in the area, and timing is of an essence here.
That's correct.
Tell me about that.
Well, yeah, let's be clear. This was nothing more than an accident. But we can all learn from what happened out here today. It's going to bring awareness to parents that have their children in the car with them. But it was no more than an accident, and
It can
was
happen to any of us.
Absolutely.
So what's the takeaway here?
Just to remain attentive and to just, be in a position to help people when you're able to. What I did was no different than what other officers do every day. We do it day in and day out. So it's hopefully it will bring some good cheer amongst the citizens and police, and that we're able to build and continue to be well.
Certainly brought that for Grandma. And Ms. Cosby, I just want to give you a moment to say something to Officer Gilcrease. What would you like to tell him?
I would just like to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for just being there, because you could have easily ignored the call because it wasn't for you. So having the type of heart that you have, you couldn't let that go by. You immediately came on down, and Officer Cosby as well showed up on the scene as well, and you guys just teamed up and got the job done. So I'm so thankful that you were there, and I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. You're more than welcome, and it was a little bit of good fortune on all of our parts, and I'm glad you responded so quickly and acted so quickly as well. And
Yes.
SPO Cosby and I were really happy to see you and nice to meet you, and hopefully we'll see that granddaughter of yours again sometime soon.
Sure you will. London is doing great.
Great, good.
And it's so good to see good people doing great things. We're so thankful for you. And Grandma, we are so happy that your baby girl is healthy and with you and in your arms. That's all that matters. Thank you for being with us.
That's it. Thank you so much.
Officer Gilcrease, thanks for being with us.
Absolutely.
You take care.
Thank you.